Well, you guys are all hashtag blessed because for the third time in 2 days, here we are with a stream. We've gone from going streamless for 4 months, Luce. 4 months. And now it's just a glut of streams.
All the stream.
All of the stream. But here we go. Career mode. Let's do it. I can't remember how good, bad, or indifferent. Practice 1 at Spain. Entire allocation. Or softer. Oh. Let's do it. Loading. Top. $989 resource points. I have no idea where I'm up to with this. Oh, whoops. I've pressed the button to go to the session. Oh, well. Guess we'll worry about that after the session. Well done. No, we'll skip that. Don't be copyright struck.
Did you see the new F1 intro?
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if I wouldn't get copyright struck now because they've actually changed their intro.
I probably would.
Yeah, probably. Probably right.
And then in the build-up, it had that epic music going when Crofty was talking about the grid and stuff.
Yeah.
Or the stuff before. I actually like that, except Crofty sort of ruined it a little bit.
So on the Australian commentary, we had Mark Webber and James Allen.
That would have been alright.
Yeah, it was actually. It was good.
Shame it's the only time you're ever going to hear it.
Yep, correct. True that, son. Alright. Setup. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong screen for setup, aren't I? Food, a steam work. I'm pretty sure I've got a setup for Spain. That'll do. How much fuel have I got? Laps need more than that. Let's go 10 laps. And now we'll do track acclimatization. Flying lap. Let's go.
It's me, Mario.
I'm gonna win. Oh my goodness, these tyres are garbage. Whoops, that's not how you take that corner, mate.
That's a lie. That is exactly how you take it, mate.
Yeah, mate, I've got it worked out. That's how you drive if you want to finish about 17th. That's my goal.
Nothing wrong with 17th, mate. Just ask Pedro Diniz.
Eh.
Actually, no, he finished more like 14th. Just ask Johnny Herbert.
Enrico Benoldi. locked up. There's so little grip from these tyres.
Are you on the hards or something?
Yep. Yeah, we're at Barcelona, so they've got the worst tyre choice of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's not a miss.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Yeah, I know, champ. It's all good. Amsa, what a great corner.
Your favourite corner.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Especially those times in R Factor with that curve.
I wish every corner was like Campsa.
I actually really enjoy that corner.
You're an idiot.
You don't.
Uh,
That barrier on the right hand side's got your name on it, the Matt Webb barrier.
it's like Yung Cow. Or whichever corner that is in Interlagos. In my first pro race. First lap of my first pro race.
Great
You should
start.
link that on your Twitch, because it's on there.
Is it?
Yeah, because Greg made that video about it. about the race.
Oh, yeah, he did too. Oh, guess what video I'm not watching today? How's your sex life? Okay. So track acclimatization is purple. It's perfect. It's like Cell. Eye management. Do I want to do that right now? Or race strategy? Do race strategy now. Because it's usually a pretty easy one to achieve. We're on a medium now, so we should have some better grip.
Oh, it's 2 seconds slower.
Still lots of understeer. And oversteer. Other than that, it's great. Now, what's your favourite looking car on the grid this year, Lewis?
What's that?
What's your favourite looking car on the grid this year?
Ferrari.
It does look good, doesn't it? All that red.
Yeah, that red. Obviously, they've got that stupid logo.
Yep.
Engine cover. The rear wing and front wing being red now. Just looks good. They got the livery right. The car shape looks good. Problem is, it's got a fucking halo on the fucking thing.
Yep.
The Renault, I don't mind that. Although I think the shade of yellow, I think it's too yellow. Too bright. It's too bright a yellow. It should have been just.
The shade of yellow is too yellow. I see.
Yes, it's too fluorescent.
Worst looking car on the grid?
I have to have a look now. Ooh. The Salvador.
Yes, good boy.
I don't mind the livery on it.
But the car
shape-
itself is horrendous.
Yeah, the front end is
Yep.
just terrible.
Locked up into the hairpin. Good stuff.
Then the McLaren, like, with what you can do with orange, that livery could be a bit better.
Yeah, but the orange itself looks cool.
Yeah, they've got the shade right, but what they could do with it, they could do so much better.
Can't disagree.
So hopefully next year, mid-season, they'll fix it.
Wow, target time failed.
Nico's in P4 at the moment.
Oh, this is a bit rough, guys. Come on, I'm on a program.
Was no good. We need to improve on that.
No, you do a program, but you didn't quite get it right. You've been sacked.
Yeah, reigning world champion.
Yep, you've been sacked because you couldn't do a program.
I criticised the car. That was a mistake. Ah, bloody hell. Ah, screw that. I was losing time because of other bloody cars and... Try that again later in the session. Later in practice. Fire management. Then we'll go on FP2. The other contender for worst looking car in the grid is the Force India.
I actually like the shade and the colours they've got, like the pink, the white, and the blue of the BWS or whatever logo it is. I actually really like, but yeah, the shape of the car looks terrible.
I don't mind the white on it. I hate how they've done it. I don't like the boxiness of the livery. It looks silly.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of it, but they got the colours right, but yeah, they just haven't quite got the shape of the car or the power to put those colours together right. Like, if it had been similar to how they did last year's car, but with this year's colours, it'd look pretty good.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Let's speed up. Our tyre data is no good unless we're doing a representative pace. If we don't get our time delta back in the green, we'll need to rerun this program. Okay then,
There we go. Probably didn't need to turn the fuel up, but I did anyway. And that will do. And we'll go on to FP2 and do some more.
Cars are now over the line. Your top three again are Raikkonen, Hamilton, and Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, I think the Ferrari looks really nice this year.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
all
best looking car in a long time.
all the
Like,
cars.
Arceus looks good, but,
yeah, all the cars look really good, except for the Halo.
Yeah, and it just ruins it. Like it's like.
Particularly on the cars like the Ferrari where it's red, and on the Sauber where it's white, where it really stands out.
Yeah, if your car isn't black or a dark color, or it's completely white anyway, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right anyway.
So, no R&D progress. What's the tree I want to do? Pretty reliable in terms of durability.
And Bottas once again showing his worth as well.
Yep. Powertrain. Already got that one. Engine power. And no aerodynamic advances at all. Out for more efficient manner, thus creating additional engine power. Major upgrade. Weight redistribution. I reckon what I might do next is 4-week turnaround, 1200 resource. One more session, I'll have enough. All right. Oops. Wanted that. Go. FP2. Do this. Oh, it's wet. Oh, spectacular. I probably should have had a look at that.
We're doing mid.
Hey, Tojas. How you doing, man? P3 will dry out later. P3 will be dry. Qualifying dry. Race is wet. Awesome. That's great.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Let's try the race. Qualifying pace. We'll try this again. Try this. Are you Australian? And if so, what time is it for you? Yes, I am Australian, and it's currently 11:30 in the morning on Sunday. I don't know what gave away my Australianness in terms of my accent, or is that I sound like a really good bloke. I don't know. Maybe I was tampering with a cricket ball.
Could be the Winnie Blues that it's tucked up, rolled up in your sleeve.
The fact that I drive a Holden for another couple of weeks.
And then you're selling out to a foreign car.
Yep, mate. Looking after my Japanese overlords. I'm looking forward to the Australian Grand Prix. It will be 6:10 a.m. Oh, geez, that's a rough start to the day. It kicks off, so I might as well stay up all night. Good luck in the Spanish Grand Prix in the wet. Thank you. It's yeah. I mean, I guess it's only Sunday morning for you rather than Monday, so that's better. There's a number of those races that are early morning Monday for me, like the North American races,
Yeah.
Canada and the US. Mexico.
So obviously, pretty rough starts.
Yeah, getting up at 5 o'clock or the race starts at 5 o'clock in the morning before work. All right for you, Luce. You're usually up.
I'm already on my way to work point.
That's a rough life, Luce. Rough life. I wish I could go back to being a morning person. When I used to get up at like 5:30.
Nah, you gotta enjoy sleep, mate.
Yeah, I get up at 6:30 nowadays. get up and go for a nice walk of a morning. But I don't go to bed early enough for it anymore.
Yeah.
It's the biggest
Busy running
limiting
your own
factor.
business, mate.
Yeah, mate. That's right.
Okay, Super
Although I'm not doing that right now, am I?
data.
Having a bit of fun right now. I did do a little bit yesterday, but it was only writing an email to one of my vendors. So yeah, I did a full distance race yesterday in the Ferrari around Australia.
Yep.
Won the race. It was good.
Good.
Thanks, mate. And it was wet for the whole race.
Oh god, that would have been miserable.
It's actually good. I had really good pace in the wet. I had a pretty solid lead at the end of the race, and then it said you should pit for wets because I was on Intus for the whole race. So
Yeah.
I did that, and then none of the AI did. So I had to come back and win the race in the final 10 laps.
Was it the better tire to be on?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. All right, good. We're good. We've hit purple. I can stop now. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. All right, we're not going to do fuel saving or qualifying stuff in the wet. We'll do that in FP3. So we're just going to retire from this session. Go on FP3. If we've got over...
Interesting practice session there, then.
Shut up, Crofty.
Let's remind us.
Let's remind ourselves of why we don't like hearing David Croft talk. So what we're going to do here is see if we've got more than 1,200 resource points, and then we're going to do an investment on the chassis. And then what we're going to do then is a couple of aero upgrades. I really don't know where to spend the money, because ideally you'd want to put in the powertrain, because you know that's where Renault's deficient. There we go, we've got 1,200 points now. Is there a way to see how we stack up on all of the... There we go. So chassis, we've got the 5th best chassis. Down in P7 on powertrain. Aero were P5. I mean, we could drag the power unit forward. I was thinking of this upgrade here, which is a major upgrade. But we're already not too bad on the chassis front when you think about it, like the 5th best car chassis wise, but we're really trailing for powertrain. So maybe I should spend it on powertrain instead. This would put us nearly equal with Red Bull. Department efficiency. I could spend some upgrade here. I'll do that. Let's do this. That upgrade's now going to cost us 9. I mean, I could just spend a season. I've already won the championship in my first season. I could just spend this season making the car better, and I've done that again. That's silly. And just let my driving do the talking. Hey, Luce, because you know I'm boss at that part of it.
Yep.
You That's where you're supposed to be truthful, Luce. Alright, let's do fuel saving.
Is that simple, man, I hear?
Hang on, let me turn my mic down because you're obviously picking it up. Adjust my mic sensitivity.
Because I'm pretty sure I hear simple, man. Whenever you bring up your driving, I hear the intro to the song.
Yeah. When I'm nose deep into the wall at Chunkao, how could this happen to me?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a link back in your Twitch.
That's right, I'm supposed to be doing fuel saving.
And you're out here revving it up 15,000 RPM, even though it revs to 13,000.
Yeah, mate. There we go. That was pretty straightforward. Got a purple first lap. Alright, last one is qualifying pace. Yeah, let's do it. Gonna suck. Objective 13th. It's I don't know whether it's just me, but being quick around this track in these Codemasters games is nigh on impossible.
What's that?
At Catalunya. Being competitive at Catalunya is really hard.
It's always been that way. In fact, the AI have always absolutely smashed. Absolutely smashed, yeah. Or they're just significantly faster than what they are at every other track. Like, I think it was like F1 2011 went there and they were like 2 seconds faster. You put the 1111 setup on and that'd still be bloody fast.
Yeah. Opening the DRS with the 2 wheels and the gravel. YOLO. I don't get it, but not by much. Half a tenth.
Gregor's actually pretty good at making these videos. He should have done more.
Yeah.
There's Chip, there's Malari. There's that BMW power. I wonder what's going to happen to that car.
Well, that's no good. We'll just settle for green. As I said, I find it really difficult to hit the time targets, purple time targets here.
Yeah, you got to be perfect.
Need a better car.
Yeah. Oh, there, oh, Robert Kubica, he's gone! Hit the barrier! First lap. I'll even timestamp it.
Thanks, mate. How many years ago is that now? That's a while ago. It's like 2007, 2008, yeah?
2008, yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow, it's like 10 years ago.
2008, yeah. This is 10
Nuts.
years ago. Fuck. Back in my day, 10 years ago, I won the F1 league.
Yep. J-Log, how are you, man? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed qualifying yesterday. That'll do. Let's advance to qualifying.
I know the majority of people didn't because
Quick look at the
unless you're a
classification at the end of the
Mercedes
session
fan.
then. Here are your top three: Bottas, Vettel, and Lewis Hamilton. That's it for practice.
So qualifying is going to be wet, so I might have a chance to go a bit faster. It might be a bit more competitive in the wet.
Yeah, the video was put up September 24, 2008.
Yeah, so it's 9.5 years ago. Wow, we've been friends for we've been friends for a long time, Liz. We've been friends since I was in my mid-20s.
Fuck, that is a long time. Jesus Christ. I mean, you're like 75 now.
Oh dear.
What was the Great War like, Webby?
Pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Oh dear. How about the Bottas crash? Tough break. Yeah, pushing too hard. He was really having to push the limits to keep up with Hamilton. I think this is going to be
He shouldn't have kept his foot in it.
this is going to be a tough season for Bottas, I think. 409
Shouldn't have kept his
points.
foot in it, is his problem.
Yeah. So what have we got here?
And it's a bit out of character for him to try something like that. Normally he's pretty smooth.
Oh, I just realised I forgot to put the bloody dud parts back in the car for practice. Oh crap. So how are these worn? 18%, 15%, 18%. So they're okay. But my MG UK is at 65% wear. Let's put a new one. And my ICE is at 54% wear. One in.
Yeah, for all those in the comments on the stream. Oh, come on, let me post it.
You have
Let
to,
me post it.
You'll have to be on Twitch or
Yeah, I'm logging in. I'm logging in.
Do I do full races? No, I do half distance races in career mode. That would be a bit much. How are we looking on Gearbox? Gearbox 40% wear. Yeah, fair enough. That's okay. We're at 4 of it. We're about to do the 5th race on it, so I think we're okay. Golo, let's do it. Yeah, so J-Lag, I just do half distance races in career mode. That would make for a really long career. Now, don't click that link. Thanks, Luce.
Yeah, you watch Webby's league career in sim racing right there.
That was my very first pro race. That was my very first pro lap.
He's the one in Kubica's BMW that pins it.
That was my very first pro lap as well.
No weather to interfere, no problems on the track.
No, you would have done qualifying. That counts.
Oh yeah, but I mean my first pro race lap.
Yep.
Each team will have their own game
Didn't even
plan
get
for
to
this
finish.
session. And of course, once the cars
True.
leave the garage, they'll be under park further.
Actually, I just realised I haven't got my
Any
stream client
last-minute
on the
adjustments
screen.
need to be done right.
Might quickly fix that up, eh? Let's make that visible.
It's a shame none of us were recording Imola 2 seasons later.
Yep.
In the
Here
Dev
and now.
League.
Beyond that, it's
Or
all
was
up
it
to
the next
driver.
season? I can't
You
remember.
can keep their
Imola,
tires in the
where I
right
blew my
temperature,
engine
you
up.
can hit their apexes.
Yeah.
No race fuel on board these days, of course.
While
These
leading
are the fastest
handily.
cars we've had in a long, long time.
Ah.
Right
Massively
here
in front of that.
qualifying,
You're
where
like
they're at their
30 seconds in
absolute
front.
peak.
weren't
You know what made Imola worse was the fact that at Australia I ran out of fuel on a pit lane entry when I was fighting for the win as well, remember? With Crystal?
Yeah.
Easily. So try
Yeah.
to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Wakarimashita. Alright, let's have a look here. Fuel load. That's way too much fuel for a qualifying run. Let me I just noticed this client's still a bit small. Can't see. Not that I think the link is clickable. Okay, so everybody see what I might be referring about, because obviously I've got some commenters from YouTube, some commenters from Twitch, can't see each other. Good to share. It's good to share loose. So qualifying's actually dry. It's the race that's wet. I remember now. I screwed that up. Let's see how we go. Gonna be really tough around here. It's a tough track to be quick at against the AI.
Maybe they're leaving it out.
What's that?
Maybe they're wetting the race and leaving it out.
Yep. Certainly not wearing out the tarmac at the apex there. Ooh. Well, that's not good. Ah! Bloody hell. Too deep on the brakes. Lost it. Silly. That's silly.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Yeah, I know. Gonna leave me that much time to get this done, is it? I should easily get out of Q1. Backed up into the hairpin. That's not good. I pulled up nicely that time.
That's giving you P14, seventh row of the grid.
E14. Bloody hell. Well, it's going to try our luck with that, I think. What a quali session yesterday. Yeah, I guess if you go for Hamilton, it was a good qualifying session. No, look, it was exciting. I thought after Q2 it was going to be, or even after the first runs in Q3, that it was going to be pretty close. And then obviously the last run in Q3, Hamilton just put 6.5 tenths on the field and probably sealed his 5th championship. So yeah, that's it's unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to go back out there at this point, I don't think. Apparently they have to find 9 tenths. They've quite a lot of midfield excitement. Yeah, the battle between Haas, Renault, and McLaren was really, really tight. Like, those cars are really, really close together at Melbourne. So, not so much Force India. It seems like they've dropped off quite a bit. Certainly...
I don't know if they've dropped. I think other teams have gotten better.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I mean they've dropped away from the front because I think it's going to be a tough season for Force India because McLaren, Renault, and Haas have probably all moved in front of them. So Force India is going to go from fighting for 4th to fighting for 7th, I think, with the likes of Toro Rosso, and Williams. All right, we made it to Q2. That's a good thing. It's fine. Yeah, that's good. Let's get out there and see if we can do a lap. I sort out that braking zone for the hairpin. I'm either way too late or I'm way too early. I just can't. Yeah. What are we? P10. With probably cars yet to set time. Vettel, Massa, Magnussen, and Hulkenberg. Yeah, I'm gonna be. This is gonna be a struggle. 22-2. Let's fast forward a little bit. P11 after the first runs. So to get into the top 10, I've got to find three tenths. Impossible. Not impossible, but probably not probable at this point.
Our best lap so far is a 1:22.2.
I mean, we do only have a qualifying target of 13th here, but I'd really like to make it into Q3. Give myself the best chance in a race, considering it's going to be wet, so I think it's going to be wet. Oh, this isn't good. Yep. That's our qualifying session done.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
So that's good AI there. So we're out of qualifying because of the AI. That's great.
We've had to spend...
Yeah, mate, not my fault. P11. Hey, Conkerman. No, I never use the racing line. Never, ever. You use racing line, don't you, Lewis?
Get out. I don't even think I've ever used it.
Oh, I've never used it.
Except for maybe when I was in Grand Prix 3 on the keyboard. Because I had all the upgrades on, I didn't know how to turn them off.
Right. Do I use any other assists? I don't use ABS because, you know, ABS is for chumps, but I do use TC. And the reason I use TC isn't because I can't drive the car without TC, because obviously I play a, you know, R Factor and iRacing and all those kinds of things without TC. But I use TC in this game merely because I think it makes the car feel better, and that's as simple as that. It's more fun to drive. If you don't have TC on in this game, I found the car does some very random things with traction. Back me up, Luce.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. So the only reason I use TC is because it's it just makes the car more enjoyable to drive. It doesn't actually make me any faster. Like I can drive without it and do pretty much exactly the same times, but it just makes it more fun. Anyway, sorry, Luce, I interrupted you.
Yeah. For those, it's something. When you I guess drive a real car, or if you're just driving any other sim, for example, even though I guess this isn't a sim, but like you'll get wheel spin and the car will still keep moving, while in F1 2017 you get wheel spin and the car doesn't go anywhere, and it just bogs down, and it's not right. It doesn't react as a way.
Yeah,
in a way that it
like
should.
if you play R Factor or Set or Automobilista or something like that, and you get some wheel spin, like you can feel it, and the car is predictable, you can drive around it. In this game, I find you get some wheel spin, and the car just turns around on you and puts you into a wall. Like it's like it actually gives you a push from behind. It's weird.
And it's not it's not fast oversteer. It's slow.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird.
You lose traction, and it does it slowly, as opposed it's snapping on you, which is how these cars in real life handle. Like if you get wheel spin, you got to correct it quickly, and you can save it pretty. You can save it pretty easily. While in Cody's, it takes a long time for it to come around, and it's just weird. You can't really save it as much.
Let's be patient going into
All right, listen. If this is real life, we wouldn't be starting this race. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Strategy is pretty straightforward. We're going to start on a wet tyre and see how we go.
I could do a Williams at Monaco. Just dries on, mate. It'll dry out.
33 lap. I think we'll go with less fuel than that. Maybe not too much less fuel. Maybe it's good. When I race, I don't use any. It's so much more fun for me. And yeah, the car does some weird things, to be honest, but it doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's cool. It's just a personal thing for me. When I first started playing the game, I was using it without TC, and I was just having too much. I just didn't enjoy the unpredictability from the back of the car. So I turned TC on and tried it, and found the car just much more fun to drive. As I said, it doesn't make me any faster. It's just fun. Just for an enjoyment level thing and predictability of the car, but certainly don't use ABS or anything like that. That's a fool's game. If you've got, as long as you've got wheel and pedals, man, I fully understand people using aids if they've got controllers and stuff like that, and not a wheel. I couldn't imagine trying to drive these things on a controller. All right, let's do this.
It'll probably be easier, to be honest, because that's how it's almost good.
Yeah, true that. Here we go. I can't get to the inside.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Oh, I didn't mean that. What was that? It does annoy me though when you get a bit of oversteer, you can't save it. Yeah. That's why, pretty much. Weird thing is that it still happens with TC turned on too, where you just get into an uncontrollable slide. The game's just like, yeah, you're
You're going too fast.
yeah, you're gone. Oh, too quick, too quick. Yeah, it's possible. It's probably just it's just a bug with the physics, I think. I think they make a lot of compromises on physics to make the car better for controller, as opposed to driving with a wheel. Now the car, if you try and drive it like a real car, there's sometimes just doesn't quite work, or it doesn't behave like a real car would. I just did a full distance race yesterday around Melbourne in the Ferrari, so I'm well practiced at driving these things in the wet. As I was explaining to everybody yesterday whilst I was doing that race, the key to driving in F1 2017 in the wet is don't lock up. The safety car's out.
Otherwise they're off. You're going to the moon.
Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast.
I almost done a Daniel Ricciardo there. Yeah, sorry, Klausman. I don't know. The weather hates me. I done a co-op race last night around Melbourne with a friend of mine, and it wasn't raining. So I guess I've got the bug for this game at the moment because obviously F1's back this weekend, and this reminds me that F1 cars can actually be attractive as opposed to having flip-flops installed on the top of them. Dry line appearing, which is nice, but the rain's still very heavy. Certainly nowhere near dry enough for inters.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty.
Yeah.
Pace immediately.
Yeah, the halo. What a problem it is. It's a real concern. It looks so bad.
And as much as people try and talk it up as important as seatbelts, it's just statistics that prove otherwise.
Oh, of course.
It's just unneeded. It wasn't needed.
Because the rain is really heavy. Yeah.
Drivers felt that it was dangerous without it. There's tin top racing. Go race in WEC.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get used to it in all honesty. I think, looking at the cars, I don't think I'll ever be able to look at them and think that they're a thing of beauty ever again. I mean, the 2017 cars are really, really nice, like really attractive. It was good to finally move away from the 09 spec high rear wings. Back into a you know, a much more aesthetically pleasing vehicle. And then the cars this year are beautiful, with the exception of the fact they've got the halo on top of them. So I really hope that they change their mind or come up with something else for next year. It's just a real shame.
Pass the car ahead. You're authorized to take the position from the car ahead.
Oh, we're allowed to...
You may overtake
Oh.
the car ahead. Pass the car ahead.
So Valtteri Bottas is at the
Change gearbox.
yeah. Gonna start 15th.
Give that
He's gonna
position
finish
back.
10th.
You're under safety car conditions and cannot overtake. Return the position.
Okay, so you told me to pass Verstappen, and so I did. Then he told me to give the position back. Understood, game.
Return the position immediately. You will be penalized. There is no overtaking
Almost took him
during the
out.
safety car period.
And myself at the same time. Yep, logic indeed. That's certainly a word for it. And it's really throwing it down. This is awesome. So Luz, I'd be happy with the Halo if, for example, it led to a trade-off. Like if they said, "Oh, because we've got the Halo now, we'll allow the cars to drive in the rain more."
Or how about this for trade-off, okay? You can have Halos, but we can have V10 engines back.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'd do that. I'd take that. But it's all loss. It's all loss with no gain. They give us the Halo, and it's like, okay, so what are you doing to make the sport a little bit more unsafe then? What are you doing to make it a bit more extreme? And the answer is nothing.
Okay, put trees around the track. Gravel trap? Nah, it's forest now.
Yeah, change the security, the safety spec of the tracks where they're allowed to race from FIA Grade A or whatever they are. and next thing you know, we've got a race at Watkins Glen.
Oh no.
Fuel is at target +3. Let's get into mix 3 ASAP. So the gap to our teammate is 5.3 seconds.
Whoa, cold brakes. Locked up straight away. Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll take the Halo if you give us a Grand Prix at the Nordschleife.
Oh my god, no. No. That is a good idea, baby.
Bring back Avis. The 1969 spec Spa. With hay bales at Eau Rouge.
Oh no.
Certainly would be a very short lap.
The heavy rain will pass in about 5 minutes. We'll then be working with light rain conditions.
Struggling for grip.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
I mean, that's a weird thing to say when it's torrential downpour, but yeah. cautious of when the move to inters is going to happen.
The circuit's definitely looking better than it was a few minutes ago. If we just move a bit more of that standing water, we might be able to get onto the intermediates. The distance to the leader is 5.9 seconds. You've lost some time to the car behind.
Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Hit current.
Copy that.
Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
I'm not going to switch to a 3-stop. I don't think that's necessary.
4 pit stops later. Well,
It, hopefully not all the AI jumps into the pits this lap, but hopefully we might gain some places if they stack, or if cars have to stay out because they got their teammate around them. I think Verstappen's pitted, which means a bunch of them probably have. As long as I don't get held up is the main thing. Probably what will happen.
Go, go, go.
Didn't get held up, that's good.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
watching this video from F1A Greg made, I pulled off one of my best overtakes in this video.
Whereabouts? What was it?
Around Around the outside, that double right-hander.
At which track?
Brazil. Yeah, I held it around the outside, then passed him the next bit, the next right-hander.
Who'd you overtake?
I can't remember.
Didn't you get taken out by Rustico there?
Yep, last corner in the last lap. It cost me a couple places, which then meant I had to, the next year I couldn't choose if I wanted.
Yep. Good old Rustico.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at
Oh, for
Lost it on the last lap and just parked his car in the middle of... No, he parked in the middle of the road and then drove into me.
So Verstappen's lost time behind Ericsson here, who's on the wrong tyre and is really slow.
And Crystal Lemmy took out Chip at turn 1.
Whoops. Bloody hell. Same as yesterday, I got some scripts starting up and it causes the game to minimise at the worst possible time. Oh, piss off, Max. Automobilista, eh?
Yeah, it crashed.
Ah.
Making changes to some skins. When you alt tab sometimes it doesn't like it.
Just like R Factor.
Yep. Although this is unstable when it comes to alt tabbing.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.3 seconds.
Max is making a comeback at me now. A bit wide there. Weather update.
We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
It's good, thank you. Oh, too hot. Bloody hell. The struggle for grip again.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Yeah, but it's not that far away, is it? The fact that these guys have started doing faster slaps. Case the crossover point's probably not that far away. Someone was in the pits there, and I'm not sure whether there was someone who's... I think it must be someone who was in front of me, because I'm up to 4. And I thought it was before. Oh dear. Hey, Bottas is in the pits. I thought he was leading the race.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
They're just all pitted again for the Inter. Both the Mercs. This might work out okay for us if we just hold on.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
about 19 to the hard.
Understood.
Yep. Alright, they've enabled DRS. It's time to get in. Put on some mediums. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
This isn't going to work out for the Mercedes cars, is it? Because they both already boxed for fresh inters, and then they're straight in again for slicks. Come on! Bloody hell.
Sit down. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now.
Whoa! Big handful of oversteer. They're on the hard tyre. Just hoping that I haven't made a boo-boo go into the medium. I think I can take it to the end. Damn, I gave up those positions to Verstappen and Bottas at the end of that stint. So I'd probably be on the podium at this point.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well. Our gap to first place is 24.3 seconds. Okay, distance to teammate 33.0 seconds.
Driver ahead.
Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 2.6 seconds. You're losing around 3/10 a lap. They're on fresh hards. The time last lap was a 1 minute 27.4.
Now, I wanted him to tell me if they were predicting he's going to make another stop.
is 3.3 seconds.
Probably not, considering that the suggested strategy for me was a hard with no more stops. I assume that the AI is going to make no more stops. I think in dry conditions it's going to be tough for me to keep these cars off me.
Vettel's leading the race. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
They looked a whole like super softs on Hamilton's car, not hards, but anyway. Maybe it's just the colour palette playing up. My eyes failing me.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.8 seconds. Our gap to our teammate is 32.6 seconds.
Ah, thanks.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing.
The last thing I bloody wanted around this track was an armful of understeer. Yeah, this is going to get difficult now. Ah, that damage is killing me.
The pit window has opened. Okay, the gap behind is 3.8 seconds.
Ah, come on. Get stuffed. If I wreck my race, I'll do the same to you. These guys are all on the hards. I can make a stop now, drop back to 10th. Get out of it, Ocon.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
Thanks, mate. Thanks a bunch. No, I'll take a bloody flashback there. That's retarded. I don't like flashbacks. Sorry, guys, but that's need to get this front wing fixed, and I need some new tires.
Complete, go now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. You've been awarded a time
Oh,
penalty.
go away. Come on. A penalty for that? You're having a laugh, game.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.1 seconds.
Oh, they didn't replace my front wing, did they? Oh, that's, I've got...
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
flexed. That's for why I've got no grip. I've still got understeer despite the new tyres. Yeah. I don't think we're scoring points here. Can't even match my medium tyre pace. Oh, come on! All of a sudden, this car is just impossible to drive.
Our gap behind is 6.5 seconds.
Good. And then I have an application start that minimizes my game. Good. And come on. Come on.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.3 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to teammate is 10.1 seconds.
Ah, missed out on DRS because of that. Great. Now I'm going to get passed back by Kvyat.
expect to potentially see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay, some information on Perez. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. This is your final lap of the race.
For frick's sake.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Despite being on 2 compound softer tyres, I've made such little headway onto these guys. A garbage race.
Sorry about that. I guess they can't all go to plan. Bring her in. We'll go over what happened in the debrief.
A great win then for the Maranello team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make...
Not interested.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Probably Stoffel Van Dorn. You know...
Gonna probably lose this rivalry with Perez. That's okay. Can't win them all. Must make the next race Monaco. Reckon? We'll load that up, and then we'll call it quits. Yes, Monaco. Hopefully have a better race here. Been a much tougher season now that we've bumped the difficulty up to 100 from where it was last season at 95. Yeah. Alright, so we'll call it there. Want to thank everybody who tuned in, who shared comments. We're only about 4 hours away at this point from the first real Grand Prix of the season. So hopefully it's actually a good race. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the Red Bulls and the Ferraris are closer to Mercedes and race trim than they were in qualifying. I guess we'll find out this afternoon. But until then, again, thanks to everybody who tuned in. Thanks to everybody who watches this later. And yeah, we'll catch you again next time, hey? See you later.